In this video, I will show you how to set up a Microsoft Word 2007 document so that you are APA style compliant. The first thing you'll want to do is set up your font so that it always defaults to Times New Roman 12. That's in the font menu under the Home tab. If you click on the arrow to the right of font, you'll open up the font menu. Make sure you select Times New Roman, Regular, and 12. And then make sure you click on the button named Default. And then click Yes. And that means that from now on, every time you open up Word, it will have Times New Roman font and the 12-point font for you. You won't ever have to set that up again. The next default you want to set is your paragraph. So we'll go into the paragraph menu by clicking on that arrow. Make sure that your alignment is set at left. Your indentation is set at first line, and your spacing is set at double. And again, click on Default and say Yes. So now your font and your paragraph and your line spacing are all set up for you. Now we'll talk about how to set up your running head and your headers for the rest of the paper. To open up the header, you'll just double click in the top portion of the page. And you'll know you're in it because you'll see the dashed line, the tab that says header, and you'll also see a design menu tab pop up. When you see that design menu tab pop up, make sure that you click in the box that's different first page. The reason you want to do that is because in APA, the first page header has the words running head with a colon followed by the all caps short version of your paper's title. The other pages will not have the word running head with a colon before it. Let me show you what I mean. So here's your first page header. You'll type the word running with a capital R, head with lowercase h, followed by a colon, hit your space bar, and then an all capital letter version, a short version of your paper's title. And now you'll hit Tab once or twice, just until you're all the way over to the right. And click over here to the Page Number drop-down menu. Select Current Position and Plain Number, and Word will insert the page number for you. Now to close the header, double-click outside of the header area, and when it's grayed out like that, you'll know you've done it correctly. So that's the title page header. Let's insert the header for the rest of the pages. Go up to your Insert tab and click on Page Break. All that's going to do is insert a new page. Once again, double-click in the header area, and this time your header will just be the shortened version of your paper's title. Hit Tab a couple of times until you're all the way over to the right. Go back over to Page Number, Current Position, Plain Number. And notice that Word has automatically advanced to 2. It's doing it for you, and that's exactly what you want. Let's close it up by double-clicking outside of the header. You can see it's grayed out now, and so you're all set. Let's go back up, make sure that I've used the correct, yes, it's still shortened title. Good. So we've got our first page running head with the page number, and the second page and all the pages that will follow will just have the shortened title and the page number. To set up your cover page, everything will be double spaced, but the text on the cover page will not be left justified, it will be centered. So when you're in your title page and you're getting ready to type your information, make sure you click on the Center Text button. Oops. And just hit your Return key or your Enter key a couple of times to get you down just a couple of inches. First thing you'll want to type is your paper's title, and then your name, the school's name, put your course ID number and the course name, maybe your instructor's name. And it could be helpful to your instructor if you put the paper's due date. And you'll notice that now that you've clicked that center text button, everything is now centered, everything is double spaced, and so everything has now been set up correctly for your title page. And when you're ready to start the body of your paper, you'll go to the second page, and you could type your paper's title at the top here as well, and then hit enter. And you notice because the last paragraph text that we clicked on was center, you're going to want to bump that back out to the left to start your paragraph. And so this will be the first paragraph of your paper. This will be your introductory paragraph. Now, you see how I kept typing and allowed Word to bring me to the next line. Remember when we went into the paragraph menu at the beginning of the video and we set up indentation as first line? That's why Word bumped this back out to the left. It automatically knew that this is the first paragraph, the line of a new paragraph, and I'm going to indent it, and the next time that I start a new paragraph and I hit enter, Word is going to automatically indent it for me again, and that's what you want. And now let's say we've completed our paper and we're ready to format our reference page. Let's insert page break. Our reference page has a title of its own, which is also centered, so we'll click back on the centered text button. The title of your reference page is References. Now we'll hit enter once or twice, and then we'll hit Align Text Left one more time. Now, you'll want to go into your paragraph menu when you're typing your references because the references are formatted differently from the rest of your paper. So let's open up the paragraph menu. For your references, you'll want to change the indentation to hanging. If you take a look in the preview window, you'll see what the hanging indent looks like. Keep your eye on the preview window as I change this back to first line. Do you see how the first line in the preview window is now indented? If I change it to hanging, do you see how the first line is now bumped out to the left and the lines underneath it are indented? That's what you want for your reference page. So select hanging. Don't click default, just click OK. And now you can type your reference. Now watch as I type the rest of this reference. It will automatically become a hanging indent. Do you see how that happened? That's what you want. And that's all there is to it. You've set up your headers, your title page, the body of your paper, and your references.